We aren't really going to do an intro today, Legends. There's no animations or fancy graphics. We're just going to get straight to the facts. Henry Cavill, the actor who's played Superman since 2013's Man of Steel, has quit the DC Extended Universe because of apparent scheduling conflicts. And within a few hours of this news going viral, reports actually started coming out that now Ben Affleck is following him, which is something we kind of already knew for a while was on the horizon. Why are these actors leaving, you ask? Well, in the case of Henry, apparently DC wanted a Superman cameo in the upcoming film Shazam. And Henry, whose career is literally rocketing right now, was unable to accommodate their demands. And this is a fairly straightforward, common event in the film industry. But rather than work things out, Henry walked away and DC let him go. Seeing Henry Cavill leave is a major disappointment to me as a fan. His career is actually really exploding right now, and he's about to play the Witcher in the live-action Netflix series. He's seen a tremendous amount of success in the Mission Impossible franchise, and DC has decided that they're just going to let him walk. Ben Affleck, on the other hand, has been fairly open and straightforward about the fact that he doesn't really enjoy the creative directions the films are going in, and he was reportedly not pleased at the reviews for both Batman v Superman and Justice League. After spending years dealing with the fallout of 2003's Daredevil, I can't really blame him. From here, this video is going to be a little bit different, and I can't really let this go. I care too much about Superman, Batman, and DC Comics to stand by and not do everything I can as a fan. And look, I get that I'm only one man, and unfortunately for me, my reach is pretty small, but maybe this video will get to enough people who actually care about these characters. After all, the internet is a giant echo chamber. I'm about to bring the heat in this video, and the one thing I ask is that if you agree with me, or even if you don't, then just discuss the topics. I don't even care if you share this video or subscribe, just have the discussion. Let's nuke the fanboy corner of the internet, and together maybe we can do something to change these terrible decisions that have been made by DC recently. Now, onto the vitriol. Why can't DC and specifically Warner Brothers stop making bad decisions? This channel has a really long history of questioning the motivations of Warner Brothers and DC Entertainment, but at this point, for me, I'm done. From here on, just assume that I'm talking about Warner Brothers and DC whenever I mention either of those companies. They're the same entity. Garrick and I here at Key Issues are massive DC fans. In fact, some of the best and most funny comments we've ever seen on our videos are from angry fanboys attacking us for our blind love of DC characters. And hey, maybe we're a little bit too emotional about it, but it's like watching a friend you have get in trouble over and over again. We're tired of bailing you out, DC. We're tired of making excuses for you and hoping that you do better. And I'm too frustrated as a lifelong fan of DC properties to watch a company fail so miserably when they have all of the blueprints and stories that they need to make this universe successful. DC is full of pride. They wanted to go out and do things their own way, and they ignored the blueprint that Marvel Studios openly put out there. Warner Brothers and DC have rushed every decision they've made in order to make quick money, and this is the result. Poor casting choices, bad adaptations, rushed team-up films, and roughly 5 television series on the CW that are all essentially the exact same TV show. Now DC has this new app coming out that has a number of new shows tied exclusively to the app, and you haven't shown us that you can get it right in any capacity so far, but you want us to pay for more. You have far more misses than hits. Why would any rational person pay you for monthly additional content when you've shown zero capacity to get it right? For 5+ years, fans have been asking DC for 3 very simple things. 1. Tell comic book accurate stories. 2. Form a cohesive universe. And 3. Hire better writers and directors. DC can't do it, or more specifically, they won't do it. With regards to comic book accurate stories, they don't seem to want to trust the established canon that fans fell in love with. You can take creative liberties, but they're just miles and miles of bad decisions in every DC project. Their best film, Wonder Woman, borrows so many elements from Captain America: The First Avenger that at the end of the film I felt like DC owed Marvel royalties. Radical departures from the personality and design of characters can often be a great thing. But in the DCEU, it hasn't happened. The Instagram Joker, the quiet and brooding Superman, and the quirky and downright annoying Flash. Do I even need to bring up the DC Extended Universe's version of Lex Luthor? I don't really feel like I need to make that point, but here we are. And now reports are stating that DC is going to shift focus onto a Supergirl film. Why do we need a Supergirl film when we already have a Supergirl TV show? I mean, it's beyond me, but okay, it's probably DC's way of continuing to make Superman movies without actually needing Superman, since basically all of Supergirl's villains are just Superman ones that are reskinned. Hell, the CW shows just straight up jacked most of Superman and Batman stories and adapted them to fit Arrow and Supergirl anyway. We don't need more content, we need good, well-written content. When it comes to forming a cohesive universe, many fans still don't understand why DC has separate actors cast for TV and film. I know I don't. Imagine the gall that it takes to tell an actor or actress that they're good enough to play Superman or Flash on TV, but they're not good enough to play them on film. Considering DC has stated that the movie and TV universes are not going to cross over in a Crisis of Infinite Earth style event, it's safe to say that this is a way for them to pump out more content with less quality and lower costs. Just get as much crap out there, and it doesn't matter if it's good, it just matters that it gets made, right? And lastly, when it comes to hiring better writers and directors, I feel like this one is pretty much self-explanatory. Stop hiring David Ayer and Zack Snyder to do everything, and branch out. Get some young, fresh talent in there. Talent who cares about the source material and wants to do a good job, not just make money. This video is fairly emotional, but maybe someone out there in the ether will see this and take it as a wake-up call. Fan confidence is at an all-time low for DC properties, and don't get me wrong, if you like these movies or shows, that doesn't reflect poorly on you. I'm not saying you as a fan or as a person have bad taste or anything like that, so don't get upset at me. This isn't a personal attack on anybody who likes this content. All I'm saying is that the majority of fans and critics don't like it, and that should tell DC something. I propose that DC just kills the entire extended universe. Just end it. Without a recognizable Batman and Superman, continuing down the path that you're on now is only going to further damage your properties. Recasting them right out of the gate and attempting to shoehorn them into this failing universe is another really, really bad idea, but based off your track record, it's probably going to be exactly what they do. Within hours of this report coming out, we are already getting word that it's a potential possibility that Michael B. Jordan may be who DC is looking at replacing Henry Cavill with. And that's fine. I don't really care who they replace him with since they don't understand the character's essence anyway. I mean, look at all of the great actors they've already had, and then look at the final output of the movies. It's not the actor's fault, it's the writing and direction. The other option that fans are requesting is probably the least likely to occur. Reboot the entire universe in a year to recast the roles that need to be recast, and dedicate yourself to forming a cohesive universe based off of adapted stories from the comics. Hire writers and directors that have been shown to produce well-rounded, critically acclaimed films. I mean, that's the simplest possible recommendation I can make, but it seems like it's the hardest one to accomplish for Warner Brothers and DC. That's about it for my rant. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I really didn't enjoy making it. It's kind of hard watching something you want to be successful crumble. And let's be honest with ourselves, YouTube videos ask for people to participate in order to get exposure. That's what a video like this needs in order to succeed. And that being said, if you're new here, look at our other comment sections. We are active as a channel. We talk to you. We care about your opinions. Sometimes. Let us know down in the comment section, do you think that they should kill the DCEU and start over? If you do, can I get a end the DCEU in the comment section, please? And if you still have hope for these films, we also want to hear from you. I'd like to get a hope for DC down in the comment section, please. Fans have proven that we can make a difference, and we've done this time and time again. Let's do it here. This has been Nick from Key Issues, and remember the motto, comics over everything.